Welcome back to another Wiffle Ball Wednesday. Today's game is actually being played on a Wednesday today. That is very rare nowadays. We have a match between the Breakout Bears and the Dynamic Ducks. Both teams are 1-1, tied at 500, and let's see who's going to take the dub today to raise that average a little bit higher. Today is going to be another interesting game. We have Jacob Powell on the bump and Xavier Tuwidit on the bump. As you can see, last season the two were dominant at times. You know, they do struggle a little bit. They do have the ability to walk a lot of batters, but overall they're just great performers, and I'm excited to see the matchup today. I'm really excited for Jacob Powell. See his nasty stuff. He's always coming up with nasty pitches, as Xavier keeps it classy with his same old 3 pitches. And yeah, I'm very interested to see what the Xavier Tuwidit and the Julian Tarzan lineup could do today. So let's go ahead and get straight into this game. Stepping up to the batter's box, Peter the Kid to lead off the inning with Jacob Powell right after him. Very interesting lineup. These two haven't been on a team in a while, so I'm very interested to see what they do today. And Peter hits one to the right side, and that is a 1-0 single for Peter. Peter doing his thing at leadoff batter. Takes it the other way perfectly. Gets on top of it a little bit, but it's all good. Makes it work. Jacob, fresh count. Takes one the opposite way, goes with the pitch, and that is another single. Xavier Tuwidit gives up 2 singles to start the game. Next we got Peter, 3-2 count, and he walks. It hits him, I believe, and that will be bases loaded for Jacob. 3-2 count, and that is ball low. Jacob walks, and that scores in a run. Not looking good for Xavier Tuwidit. Peter walks on another 3-2 count, another RBI for him. Jacob, 3-2 count, gets a piece of it, but Isaiah gets, he fields it cleanly. Comes off his hand, but he's able to get the ball before it reaches first. We got Peter, 1-2 count. And up the middle again, and Xavier Tuwidit is able to come up with it again, and he gets out the inning with only 2 earned runs. Now switch over to the Dynamic Ducks as they have Xavier Tuwidit at leadoff and Julian Lopez in outfield. So let's see what Xavier Tuwidit could do as he leads off this inning. 3-2 count. Ball high, way high actually, and Molina takes his little showdown to first. Julian steps in the box with a 3-2 count. And he walks. He thought about swinging at that for a second, but that ball just goes a tad bit high. Xavier Tuwidit on a 2-1 count. He hits a high pitch, and Peter comes up with it before Xavier Tuwidit reaches first. That was a close play, but Peter is able to come up with the play perfectly. We got Julian, 3-1 count. He walks, and that brings Xavier Tuwidit to the plate. Bases loaded, 0-1 count. And he grounds one to the left side. That is down the line, but Peter comes up with it perfectly. And now we're retired the side for Jacob. He comes out of the inning with 0 earned runs. Got top of the second now. Jacob comes up to the plate with a 3-2 count. And then it's high and inside, and Jacob takes first base on the walk. Next we got Peter, 3-1 count. Ball outside on the Zay pitch, and it is now first and second for Xavier Tuwidit. And of course, as I called it, Julian Lopez will be stepping in the pitch. That was a horrible performance by Xavier Tuwidit. To see if Julian Lopez could pick him up. Very interested to see what this guy could do. He's been on in the previous games, and see what we could do against JP. JP ropes one, and that is straight to the tree. That means that is a double, and that is the RBI for Jacob as he ropes one towards the tree. Xavier cannot get it before it hits the tree, and that is a beautiful hit by him. Next we got Peter, 3-2 count. Strikes out, swinging. That was a beautiful drop pitch by Julian Lopez. He executes it perfectly, and Peter could not make contact with it. He's a little bit tardy on that. We got Pumpy, 0-0 count. To the right. And the tree gets in the way, and that is a 0-0 single and an RBI for Jacob. Next we got Peter, 1-1 count. Eepus pitch up the middle to Julian, and that ends the inning, I believe. Yes, it does. That will bring Julian to the plate in the bottom of the second, 3-0 count. And he walks. Julian's on first now. 2-0 count. Xavier Tuwidit drives one to center field, and that is out of there. Molina gets the green light on the 2-0 count, and he drives a ball straight up the middle for a 2-run home run as he trots around the bases. And that is the second home run of the season for him, I believe. Yes, it is. Molina and Julian celebrate at home plate. Let's go ahead and take a look at that replay. Let's get the cameras going. Center field cameras. That ball comes in inside, but Molina gets his hands inside the ball perfectly, and he takes it to center field. Let's look at the floor cam. Yep, you see the ball tails to the right a little bit and is able to get over those bushes or those trees. Julian's now up to bat 2-2 or 3-1 count, and that is a walk. Xavier to with it, 2-2 count. And he strikes out on the drop pitch. He's not able to do any damage this time, which leads to Julian. Let's look at the replay. Cannot connect with that one. Julian with a 2-2 count. And he strikes out looking. That is a beautiful pitch by JP. Let's go ahead and get the replay on that one. Next, we got top of the 3. We got Jacob 0-0 count. And he ropes one right field, and that is a no-doubter, and JP completely demolishes that ball. Look at that smile as he rounds the bases. And that will make it a 5-2 ball game off of Julian. I believe that, yep, that is his first home run this season. JP touches home bases, officially a home run, and JP on the replay completely destroys that ball, comes around that ball perfectly, pulls it down the line, and that is a no-doubter for him. First home run of this season for him. Many more to come. We got Peter, 2-2 count. Grounds one to the right side, and Xavier to with it comes up with it. JP, 0-0 count. Ropes one, and that is another hit for him. He is on fire today. JP gets on first with a single. Next, we got Peter, 1-0 count, and he ropes one. And that is a home run for Peter the Kid. That is his first home run ever in Wiffle Ball Wednesday. That's a 2-run home run, and that will make the lead 7-2. Look at Peter. Happy's officially second place in home runs right now with that shot. Let's look at the replay here off of Julian. Lefty-righty matchup, and he completely demolishes that ball just like JP. Makes contact right as it breaks, hanging. It's a hanging pitch by Julian, and Peter takes advantage of that, and that makes it a 7-2 ball game. Next, we got Pumpy. 1-0 count, and that is a single towards the same spot. And that would bring Peter up. Peter's hot, 3-0 count. Ball inside, he walks. Speaking of hot, Jacob's hot, 2-1 count. Blasts one, right field. It is out of here. That is a 3-run home run. It takes the lead to 10, and Jacob Howell is now tied at first on the home run list with Xavier to with it with 2 home runs as Jacob rounds third, and he's about to touch home as he celebrates with Peter. And JP has just been on fire this inning. Completely destroys that pitch. Look at the replay there, the leg kick, everything's on time. Destroys it around the same area where Xavier Tuwitt hit his home run. We got Peter 0-0 count. Up the middle, and Julian's able to come up with it. And that will lead to the bottom of the third. Let's see if Xavier Tuwitt and Julian can do any damage. 0-0 count to Zay. And that is to the left side, and it is fielded cleanly by Peter before Xavier Tuwitt could get to first. Julian last hopes 0-2 count. He strikes out swinging on the drop pitch, breaking pitch by JP, and that will lead to a final score of 10-2 in today's Wiffle Ball Wednesdays. Look at the replay there. That ball drops into the zone. It's a little bit of a hanger, but Julian could not make contact with it. That would mean that the Breakout Bears take the win in this series with a 10-2 score, 8-run difference. The pitchers, JP threw a gem today. He's able to do his thing once again, and Xavier Tuwitt and Julian Lopez coming short. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more Wiffle Ball Wednesdays.
Where's 3?
Right here. Right here. Damn. This, okay. I see JP. Fucking bitch.